Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to another list where today we are looking at the strongest players in Football Manager. Before we get started, obviously make sure you like and subscribe so you can get more content like this and we can take a look at things further. So I will jump into the video now and show you what we've got. Alright, so first up we have Mark Stafford. Now one thing you will notice with all these players is that they do have strength of 20. So to make them in some sort of list of improvement, I have decided that aggression is the other stat we'll look at. Reason being, the anchorer you are, you tend to have more strength, I guess. I wasn't really sure. Let me know if there's any other stats that I could have used instead. But they're all 20 strength. They are all absolute strength demons. But first up, we've got Mark Stafford, a Northern Irish player, 33 years old, centre half, plays for Glenavon in Ireland. 4k to 12k valuation. He is 33, so not likely to improve. He's not exactly the most physically gifted player other than that strength, which is quite unbelievable really. But not too bad on the tackling, marking and heading. Next up, Bill Hamid, another player with 20 aggression, but looking slightly better all around. A goalkeeper for America. For DC United. He's made 8 caps or appearances for the United States. He's also played further afield for Midtjylland as well. So he has got that little bit of experience. So 6'3", he's got the strength of a monster, 20 there as you can see and as expected, but otherwise actually looks pretty good. 1.6 million to 4.8, so a good backup I'd say for any team at 30 years old. We have another goalkeeper up next, and it is Alan from Brazil. 20 jumping reach as well as the 20 strength here with 13 aggression. The reason for that is he's 6'7". He is massive, and that's probably why he's got such large strength. His flair and eccentricity and off the ball is low. He's a goalkeeper. Who cares? He is only valued at £1,000 to £3,000. So if you do want a super strong, tall goalkeeper, go for it. I probably would avoid otherwise, but something to keep an eye out for. An interesting player nonetheless. And next we have Adebayo Akinfenwa, the player that I'm sure you're all fully aware of with his strength. He is an absolute unit and an absolute beast. Strength of 20. He's also got good balance, determination and leadership. So a player that Wickham will sorely miss when he does retire. He said that it will be at the end of this year, but we'll see about that when it comes round to it. But he is a legend and a player that I think I'd love to meet someday just because of how big he is, and he seems like a nice guy. And matching Akinfenwa for his aggression and strength is Evan Luro, a goalkeeper, 25 years old for America. I say for America. He hasn't actually made any appearances for them. He plays for Tampa Bay in goal. 6'3", so nowhere near as tall as the other goalkeepers on this list of Alan. But he's okay. 130k to 375 valuation, £700 a week. Probably not worth bringing him in, but he's 25 years old, so could be of some use if he's a free agent. We then have Vitali Vernidub. Let's go with that. A Ukrainian international, plays for Zoya, 33 years old. He's a centre half, so we have got something a little bit different here. Strength of 20, 6'4", inches tall and 15 aggression, so we are getting in the higher ends of the aggression stats there. 17 heading, 17 leadership and 16 bravery, all very good things to have as a centre half. He's only valued at 2.5 to 8k. I'm guessing that's probably because of his contract is up at the end of the season and he is 33 years old, so maybe not fully worth it. But if you could nab him on a free at the end of the season, why not? As long as you're happy with him being quite slow. Zuma is the next one, playing for West Ham. Recent move from Chelsea. He's been doing all right this season in real life, and he is a player with 20 strength and 15 aggression as well. And he's also pretty quick. Acceleration of 18 and pace of 15 just shows that as a centre half, he's pretty good athletically. And 17 heading isn't bad either. Marking is a bit of a shame, and his passing and first touch are a little low for a ball-playing defender. But if you just want a player to be able to smash through players and win the ball, I'm sure he would be fantastic. 8 caps and 1 goal for France as well. So he's got that international experience, valued at 27 to 80 million. Give it a couple of seasons, and I'm sure he would be absolutely worth it for those valuations. 100k a week, though, is still a lot of money. We then have Romelu Lukaku. I mean, if you're talking about a definition of a beast, that is Lukaku. He is an absolute unit, so quick, so strong, so powerful, and with some very good first touch as well and technical ability with 18 finishing. He's just an all-round package. He reminds me of the kind of Haaland style player who has that ability, but Lukaku is a bit more of a brute force. If he backs up into you, he can turn you instantly and smash it into the back of the net. A fantastic player. Unlikely to be able to sign him with most teams, as he's valued 136 to 407 million. But if you're managing Chelsea in Football Manager, my God, I mean, play him every game and I'm sure he'll get at least 20 goals a season for you. We then have Matt Reed, an interesting one, playing for Alfreton Town in non-league. He's 37 years old, so he's probably not the sort of player you'd want to bring into your side, but he's a 6'4" striker, 20 strength, 17 aggression and 16 heading. If you are playing in the non-leagues, I mean, chuck him up front, smash the ball into the box, and you never know what might happen. Finally, according to my strange statistical way of doing this, Christoph Van Hout is the strongest player in Football Manager. 20 strength, 18 aggression, at 34 years old. He's a goalkeeper playing for Westerlo as a backup, valued at 9k to 28k. But the biggest attribute that is very interesting is his height. He is 6'10". He is massive. For a very long time, he's been the tallest player on FIFA as well, I believe. So he's got that as well. Obviously, as you'd expect, a 20 jumping reach, 20 aerial reach, and a command of area of 19. So he's very well rounded on that regard. Probably not your first choice unless you're playing lower league football, but absolutely worth taking a look at, because just for the fact that he's 6'10" is quite incredible, really. But like I say, hope you did enjoy the video. Let me know if you've got any other ways we could have measured strength, as I can always take a look and review things, and we can always go back and see if there'd be anything different. Otherwise, make sure you like and subscribe so you don't miss any other content coming out over the next few weeks, and be ready for the new full game to be released. And I will catch you next time.